let's make a sandwich. Let's give a modern sandwich, and then let's give a caveman sandwich. And so for the caveman sandwich, what they did was they gave just like all the raw ingredients that would be necessary to make, the sandwich. So instead of like a cold cut, they're like, okay, we just slaughtered this animal. Let's cut a piece of meat. Let's cook it. Here you go. The veg, it's like we just grew this in the yard. Here you go. Okay, the bread. Let's mill the wheat and then let's make it. So like they basically.
And then that sandwich is like $100 at the store. Jesus. Okay, go on.
Yeah, and so what they did was they compared the energetic value of these two different sandwiches. So there's the modern sandwich and then the caveman sandwich. And what we found was that because of the processing involved in the modern sandwich, you saw it was like 10 to 20% more calories out of it. And really what it was because you have to work harder to digest the caveman sandwich. It's much more unrefined. And when you process things, you're taking out part of that element of digestion for you. So it's very easy to do. So a caveman eating if you ate the exact same diet that a caveman ate, you would get fat and the caveman would not, because there's an extra 20% calories with the processing that we see in modern times. And so right then and there, and sugar is one of the most heavily processed things that we have, right? We've taken it out of, the sugar cane or the beets or whatever that we're using it from. So that gets used a lot, but it's just really interesting because it's, this processing process makes it so that way it's easier on our bodies. And in certain clinical conditions, that's a good thing. If you have like gut issues, you want to be able to easily process something. But in most instances, what it's doing is it's contributing to the obesity problem. And this is, there's other layers to this too. Like an ancient caveman would have to actually go forage and fight for their food, right? So there's extra calorie cost coming with that food on top of the digestive process. They had to go run for 4 hours before they could catch their meal, that kind of thing. There's the extra layers too, but this is one element of that. And sugar is in modern times, we have ready access to all these different foodstuffs, and it just contributes all around. But yeah, so sugar, somewhat addictive. I don't blame sugar per se. I blame the people who are trying to mix it into things. Granola and oats and all that. I love oats too. Oats are my favorite. So usually that's more a conditioned response, though. That isn't really an instinctual response. Whereas sugar is up there for being an instinctual response.